Hello there. Here I am doing another video, getting closer so you can hear me. Anyway, so it's holiday season. Although there's tons of holidays, and I guess it's always holiday season, but it's Christmas in the United States for those who celebrate that, and then New Year's, pretty much across the board people celebrate the New Year coming in. So, happy holidays from Armenia. And so I got this idea of sharing what holidays are similar and some of the ones that are different. Again, I'm no expert. I've not even been here a year, but I've been here almost a year. And I'll tell you some of the holidays that I've observed and some of the similarities and differences from Armenian holidays and American holidays. So yeah, we have Christmas and New Year's. That exist in both places, but different days and celebrated a little bit differently. So in America, in the United States, I would say our most celebrated holiday, potentially for most people, could be Christmas, and that's on December 25th, but then in Armenia, their Christmas is in January, so it's different, and they celebrate their Nortari, which is their New Year, at the same time, but it's their biggest holiday. And they do the regular New Year's stuff, and that's when their Santa Claus comes. So it's a little different, but also pretty similar. So it's cool to see that they do have Christmas and also New Year's, just kind of a little bit different, but they have those. And also for Christmas, it's December 25th in the States, as I mentioned, but they do all sorts of stuff for Christmas the same day here. Like yesterday, it was our Christmas in the States, and they lit a big Christmas tree, and they did have like a party and stuff in many different locations here in Armenia, so it's really nice to feel like you still have that holiday the same time here. It's celebrated. But yeah, anyway, Thanksgiving, United States has. Armenia does not have Thanksgiving, but again, if you're here as a volunteer or just here as an American and you think that's an important holiday to you, then they are very happy to celebrate that with you, bring in your traditional foods and stuff. So I know that we did that here in Kapan. I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, but a lot of Americans do, and so I was part of that and sharing that with people here in Armenia. Another similarity that they have is like Mother's Day, Father's Day. It is on their calendar as celebrated. I didn't observe it too much here in Armenia, but I did observe their it's Motherhood Day, and then for those women who aren't mothers, it's like a day of beauty. And I was here, and it was like my first holiday or second holiday to be a part of here in Armenia, and seriously, everyone gives you flowers if you're a woman, and so it was really cool, and just really nice to get flowers for free. So that's just, it's a really nice little like a holiday here, and it's pretty popular. What else? Oh, and then of course holidays in general, or not holidays, but like things that are celebrated, are like Independence Days. So like they have their Independence Day, we have our Independence Day, and people do things for that. And also, things like for us in the United States, we have like 9/11 is like a holiday or like a day that like we all kind of remember, and so they have remembrance days for Spitak earthquake that existed or that happened, and they also have the genocide Remembrance Day, again, just to kind of remember the things in their history. And Armenia has a really rich history, and so they take the time to observe those days, just like we do in the States. Like I said, like with 9/11, we have Veterans Day, we have our Independence Day, and they have similar. So again, holidays pretty similar there, just different days and for different reasons, but still celebrating, gathering and health and, remembering the things that has happened in your history of your country. Anyway, moving right along to like fun holidays, and this is where things get a little bit different. So in the States, we have Valentine's Day and Halloween, and in Armenia they don't really have those, but they celebrate them like they know that they exist in America or currently across the world. And so they celebrate them sometimes, but not really. So it's really just like what your community's into, and especially if you're someone from the United States that wants to bring it in, they're totally open to that, because we'll do something for Valentine's Day. A lot of my students did stuff for Halloween. So it's just like, some people are into it, some people aren't, and I guess it's the same in the States. But yeah, it's they kind of have it here, but not really. So that's Valentine's Day and Halloween. But then April Fools, I didn't see a whole lot happen on April Fools, but again, they know that it exists and it's like a common thing. So if you want to bring that here, feel free. I'm really into April Fools, thinking of something already. And then my favorite holiday in the whole wide world, Mardi Gras. That one really isn't, no one really knows anything about that here. And for me, it's really special for right before I start my Lenting season. And they do also have Easter. I have Easter. I do Lent. Some of the people here in Armenia also do Lent. So to tell them about Mardi Gras, I think is going to be pretty accepted. But yeah, so those are our kind of April Fool's-y and Mardi Gras is like our interesting holiday. So I'm moving right along before I keep talking too much to their interesting holidays. The one that I observed but stayed inside for, don't tell anyone, was Vartavar. And so that is a holiday in the summer where everyone puts water, like they have like buckets of water, like water guns, whatever, and they just throw water on any. No one's safe. Like a grandma who's 85 or a 2-year-old child, I feel like is not safe. Anybody can, and by safe I mean of course they're safe, but just not safe from water. Anybody can put water on them, and it's just like this this cleansing, I think, but really it's turned into just a fun event, and everyone who goes out that day knows that it's possible that they could get wet, and so they are prepared for that by wearing appropriate clothing, as well as covering up their valuables like phones. But I did celebrate a traditional version of it, which was really beautiful, and it was having water and dipping your hands in it and putting it up and just kind of cleansing yourself, I guess, for whatever reason people feel like they need to cleanse, which could be a plethora of things. It doesn't really have to be tied to religion, just in general. And yeah, it's really cool. So that's one of their really a really fun holiday that they have, and I look forward to actually doing it, the real different kind, here next summer. But yeah, so they have all sorts of cool holidays. We have all sorts of cool holidays. I'm sure everywhere in the world has all sorts of wonderful, great, cool holidays. So wishing everybody the best holiday season in the world, and peace and love and whatever you guys are really into. And also 2019 is coming up. That's kind of for everyone. And this year, Chinese New Year, it is the year of the pig. So I'm seeing lots of pigs around. So be nice to the pigs. But yeah, otherwise, happy holidays and happy health and all the greatness to you all. And if you have any other holidays that I forgot to mention from the States or even from Armenia, or anywhere really, feel free to mention it in comments there below. And I would love to learn more about any other holidays, because it's such a great reason to celebrate anything that we can. I like to do. All right, bye.